Good morning, friends. It has been a while since I've actually filmed a video. Ignore the mess in the background. But I wanted to film a little Sunday in my life because I feel like it's gonna be a good day and it's gonna get me to like actually do stuff. I have no tripod, so you guys are on a stack of books at the moment. I'm doing my makeup in front of my new mirror that I have because I've been trying to slowly get my apartment together, even though I've been here for quite a while. So on the docket for today is that I am going to go to the 4-story Barnes & Noble in Union Square because Abby Jimenez had her signing event there last night and I want to go get a signed book. I've been holding off on getting her new book because I wanted to get a signed one, and I know that there's gonna be extras, so I need to go today, otherwise I fear that we're gonna run out and there's no way that I have time to even go and do that at any point this week. So we're gonna go do that. I also need to go to Sephora because I need more of my eyebrow gel. It's completely out. There's like no point to using it, but it brushes my eyebrows out, I guess. I also want to smell some other perfumes. My roommate has one of the new Glossier ones, the white one. I have the like original purple one that they got, but it's just not my favorite. And my camera's already dying because I haven't charged it forever. And then I need to stop by the grocery store and pick up a few things before the week starts. So that's kind of where we're at today. I wasn't able to go to Abby Jimenez's signing event because I went and saw John Proctor's The Villain last night, and oh my god, that show was so good. I want to go see it again ASAP. Sadie Sink and that entire cast is amazing. I hadn't seen any of them before in shows except for Maggie Coons, I think is how you pronounce her name. She was our Cherry in The Outsiders when we went and saw it last year, so that was really fun. I got to tell her that at the stage door and she was like so sweet. That entire cast was so sweet. I literally could not see anything with the people in front of me, but the people in front of me were angels and kept passing our playbills up so that they could sign them. I literally could not see shit. And then the actors were like laughing because they just saw my arm in the air, and then I would peek over someone's shoulder and then they would burst out laughing. We got everyone's signature, including Sadie's. Besides the guy who plays Mason, we didn't get his signature. He only signed the people in the very front for some reason. I got Sadie Sink's signature, so that's so exciting. That was so cool getting to like see her act in person because she's such a phenomenal actress and she's so brilliant in quite literally every role that I've seen her do. I do need to go watch her newest movie, Odessa. I'm a little concerned that I'm gonna hate it. It's Sadie Sink and she's phenomenal, so I am very, very excited. I want to go see the show again. It talks about so many important topics. Heavy emphasis on sexual assault though, so I didn't realize like how much of an emphasis they were gonna do on it, but it's quite literally like the entire thing, which is fantastic that they're talking about that, especially in a show on Broadway. So it talks about really heavy topics. It's really funny. It's really sad. You can relate to any character basically, and it's just such a good show. Like staging wise, it's brilliant, which makes sense because the director is Danya Taylor, who won Best Direction for The Outsiders last year. I never buy Broadway merch, but I bought their shirt because it's a really cute color. I love the design that they've done. We have to switch over to the phone for a minute because my camera, but as I was saying, I have never bought Broadway merch before, but I bought this. Maddie and I were like, that's a really cute shirt and it's subtle. Like that's fantastic. That's like never a thing when it comes to Broadway merch. I hate most of the Broadway merch that they come out with. But this, I love this color. I have so many shirts in this color. And then it's just like the hot pink and there's nothing on the back. It's just that. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get it because I loved the show. I loved that it was literally just right here. I really like the lettering and the design of it. I just think it's fantastic. So I got that. And I've never bought Broadway merch before, surprisingly. So that's my first piece, which is fun. The only thing I really collect from Broadway shows are the cups that you can get when you buy like a soda or something. Those are what I try to collect. I'm still so sad, and I talk about it all the time, how I wasn't able to get a cup when I went to The Outsiders because they had ran out that week, and I'm still waiting to go back at some point, but the fandom has gotten crazier and crazier, and I fear that that's just not gonna happen. The only other time I haven't been able to get one was when I went and saw the Book of Mormon last week. They just didn't have them. They had just the clear ones, and I don't know if they were also out or if it was just like that they don't have them. I will say the usher was one of the rudest people I've ever met. Like, she was genuinely so rude to us. I was told to come over to you. First, when we went up to her, I like zoomed in on her ticket and I was like, these are our seats. They're like 9, 7, 11 or whatever the hell it was. And she was like, I can't see that. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know what you want me to do. I can't zoom in anymore, otherwise you can't see it. And then she was like, you need to go on the other side. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, I was like, okay, like, great. I have 2 other people with me. And then I like go do that, and she goes, hello. I was like, I turn around, my friend is still standing right next to her, and she like literally throws the playbills at me. God, I was not expecting that at all, especially that tone of voice. I was like, Jesus Christ. Especially because my friend was right there and she knew we were all together, so why didn't she just hand it to her? I was trying to get out of the way because there was more people coming anyways. So we get over there and I was like, okay, like I found the seat, because we're literally we were in the very last row and like off to the side. So like we weren't blocking anyone, nothing. We like see the seat. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go get a cup because that's literally what my goal is most of the time. Is like, I'm gonna go get a cup, and then the lady literally looks at me with the like rudest face I've ever seen and was pointing at the seats, and she was like, I was like, girl, I see the seat, I can see it, it's okay. And then she like, and we went and sat down because I was like, well, if I turn around now, she's gonna come chase me down and be really fucking rude about it. So I literally sat down and I was like, I don't want to get a cup anymore. I don't want to leave the seat because she's being so rude, and I fear that if I do, she's gonna get pissed. Which, I've never had this experience at a Broadway show before. Like, all of the ushers have been great. Like, I don't know what was going on in her life or what was going on, but Maddie literally had to convince me to get up and go get a cup because like I was really excited about it, and I just like, she made me like really not want to go. Made me do it, but I literally, once I sat down, I was like, I don't want to get up because I'm scared that this lady's gonna yell at me for getting up. The show was great. I'm glad that I went and saw it. I've been looking forward to it since they announced tickets. I was literally on their like pre-sale like website and everything because I really wanted to see the show. Anyways, suffice to say, go see that show if you haven't. They're opening tomorrow, so it might be a little bit harder to get cheap tickets. But I do believe that they do rush. So if you're living in New York and you want to go see a show, definitely go see that one. It does talk about really hard topics though, so I would be aware of that and don't bring young children. There was a young child there and I was like, but we're getting ready to go to Union Square. I hate going places by myself, so that's why I tend to avoid them, which my therapist says I need to stop doing. So we're going by ourselves, where I have gift cards for Barnes & Noble, so we're gonna be spending some of those today and getting some new books because I have been flying through lots of books recently. I'm currently reading Night Film, which you're propped up against right now. I'm gonna go finish getting ready and I'll take you guys along with my day. besties, we're back home now. I'm going to eat lunch, drink my Diet Coke. I made a sandwich. Oh, it looks so good. We have spicy dill pickle, like goldfish crisps. They're pretty good. Then the best pretzels are the Dots homestyle pretzels. And then I'm gonna give you a haul once I'm done eating. It is time for a haul. Afterwards, I'm gonna have this oatmeal butterscotch cookie that I got from this place called, I think it was called Little Cupcake Bake Shop. It's in the Lower East Side. We went over there yesterday. Anyways, I'm excited for it. I'll let you know the review when we're done with this. But I first went to Barnes & Noble, got so many books, but I had gift cards. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it. And then I went to Sephora. I did not film anything after Barnes & Noble except for me sitting in Union Square. I sat in Union Square for like 30-ish minutes, kind of just like relaxing. There was a busker that was literally so good. He sang like beautifully. He kind of reminded me a lot of Ed Sheeran, and he was very, very, very talented. We got the eyebrow gel that we needed. And then I got the Stay Glowy Super Gel in the little small size in Warm Glow because I've been wanting to try it for like 2 years now. I don't even know. It's a little baby. It's expensive for what it is, but I'm excited to try it, and then maybe I'll cave and get a larger size. Makeup is way too expensive. This was like, I ended up getting a discount because I'm a member with them. I think this was like almost 40 bucks for these 2 items. Isn't that crazy? Here's all the books I lugged back. First up, I got Done and Dusted by Lila Sage. I have not read this, but I really, really want to. It's been viral for a very long time. There's probably like 4 or 5 books out now, and it's a cowboy romance. So I think each one follows a different member of the family, possibly. I'm not really 100% sure, but it takes place in a small town, and it's cowboy romance, and I love that so much. I don't know if I've ever really read any cowboy romances, so I'm excited to dive into this, and I know I'm gonna fly through it. Everyone absolutely adores this series and adores this author, so I'm excited to give her a try, and hopefully I will enjoy her just as much. Let's do this. While We're Young by K.L. Walther. Look how beautiful this edition is. I read this as an ARC through NetGalley, so thank you so much to NetGalley for sending me that. If you want to see my review, it's on Goodreads, but I adore K.L. Walther, and I collect all of her books, and she has this beautiful, beautiful edition of While We're Young out, and I needed to own it even though I read it as an ARC. I love, 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 love this author. She's such a sweetheart, and all of her books are just so good and heartwarming and deal with like hard topics, but are also just so addicting. Like, I've flown through every single one of her books. This one is a Ferris Bueller's Day Off retelling, which is so fun. I eat up every single one of her books, so if you haven't read any of her books and you love little romances, like, you don't have to think a lot, they deal with some hard things, fall so in love with every single character. I just read this last summer I think, and I loved it. So if you haven't read it, go read it. It's really good, but I needed to own a copy, so that's why we have it here. Next up, The Outsiders. I already have a copy of this. I read this in 7th grade. I reread it last year and really loved it. I reread it after I went and saw the Broadway show, and they came out with this beautiful, beautiful Barnes & Noble special edition of it. I had to have it. Literally, it's gorgeous. It's just so, so beautiful that I needed to have it. So now it's in my hand. There's extra things in the back. It's the 50th anniversary edition. I had to have it. I had to have it. Next up is one that I also have been meaning to buy for a while, and they were running out of this edition, so I was like, okay, I need to buy it now before they run out, because that's Deep End by Ali Hazelwood. It's the pretty one with the like water edges. Inside flaps have like this design. I eat up Ali Hazelwood books. I literally will read them all in one sitting. I read them so fast. I don't know what she puts in it. Like, she puts something in her books, but I read them so incredibly quickly. I've read a lot of her books so far. I don't know too much about this, except that I think it takes place in college with student athletes who are on the swim team. They're always spicy romances that I eat up, so I'm excited. So I guess the only one I haven't read is her anthology and Love Theoretically. I haven't read. I'm making my way through these books, but I'm excited. I know I'm literally gonna read this in one sitting, so I cannot wait for that. Next, I got a lot of books, guys. I saw this. I have a Libby hold on it for the audiobook right now, and I was like, I'm starting to really like this author and I want to read more of his books, and I saw it was signed, so I was like, well, I kind of need it. And that's Grady Hendrix. I read Final Girl Support Group by him, and I have that signed back there actually, and he does something really cool with all of his books. So he will stamp them and write like a specific little note and then sign it, which is so exciting. So this like book series all has this little witch stamp, and he wrote witch power in it, and he does that with all of his like books that he comes out with, and I just love that so much. The other one over there, I think it says like, I think it has like a bloody knife stamp, I don't remember, and it says like hope you survived the massacre or something like that. So it's super fun. I love that he does that. I think it's just so entertaining. That way, if I do get my Libby hold, that's literally a 7 weeks wait, I can finally read it along with reading the actual physical copy, because I've been loving to do that recently, is like get the audiobook on Libby so I can read it at work, and then when I come home I can also read the physical copy. I'm excited for this one. I haven't heard anything about it because I'm pretty sure it's like fairly new. And finally, what we actually went to Barnes & Noble for, the specific Barnes & Noble in Union Square, is this lovely book. Look how beautiful it is. I kind of hate that it's hardcover, but I kind of love that it's hardcover. It just doesn't match literally any of my other books of hers because they're all paperback. I had to go on a hunt for this. I could not find it for a good 20 minutes. I went to her section, couldn't find it. Nowhere upstairs, nowhere like in the like curated sections, wasn't in her like specific spot, and almost all of her books were gone. So I was like, oh no, did I get here too late? Like it was only like 11 a.m. Am I late already? She just had the event last night. They had about 25 copies left of this book, and I'm so glad that I got my hands on it because I'm so excited for it. It is signed. Oh my god, I'm so excited for this. I love Abby Jimenez. I go into her books not really knowing anything. I try not to really know much when I go into her books because I like to be surprised, and I feel like I just fall in love with them more that way. I do know it's about a veterinarian, and that's literally it. So I'm so excited. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my god. Hello. That's beautiful. Oh my god. This book is beautiful. I love Abby Jimenez with my whole heart. She is crazy. She's one of those crazy people that writes absolutely fantastic books, is very multi-talented. She owns her own bakery. She went on like Cupcake Wars and won. She's brilliant, like genuinely a prodigy in everything that she does. I love her so much. If you have not picked up any of her books so far, go do it. These are all of the books I ended up getting today. Oh my god. It's like a blue theme kind of going on. I'll take you along with the rest of my day, and hopefully we'll start one of these. But yeah, that's the haul that I got. Very fun day. I'm gonna try this cookie, see if it's any good. I had their s'mores bar last night and it was very good. These are all the books that I got. I'm so excited about all of them. I think they're all gonna be so good. And the ones that I have read are already good. I'm gonna go eat this cookie and possibly start a book. We'll see. I'm only 4 pages in and I feel as if I'm gonna love it. I feel as if I'm gonna love it and it's gonna tear me apart. And I already love Xavier because he just saved the dog. I fear this is not gonna end well for me and my mental state, but I'm here for it anyway. I'll keep you guys updated. I'm so excited. It's 5 o'clock right now, almost 5 o'clock. All I've done so far is I cleaned my entire bathroom, which you guys saw part of it, but I deep cleaned that shit top to bottom everywhere. And then I put my books away. I laid down, I edited a TikTok video. I did a vlog of me going to go see John Proctor's The Villain, and like a little mini review of it, because I want to start vlogging more, like just like little day in the lives, and like also making TikTok vlogs, but also making YouTube content, because it's so much fun for me and I just love it so much, but I just don't do it enough. I tend to get into the rut of like work will consume me and it'll make me so drained and tired that like I just won't do anything, and it's like a whole depressive avoidance issue. So I'm trying to get myself to actually do that. So we're gonna try doing that. I miss it and I love it. I love doing it and it's so much fun for me. I say that I'm too busy and then I just don't do it. We're changing that with this vlog. I'm actually gonna upload it. You know how many vlogs I've filmed that I haven't edited? There's a lot. There's a lot. And most of them were like themed for like the month. Like I did a whole little Valentine's thing. It was gonna be a long ass vlog. It was like my entire week. Never edited it. It's too late now. So that's my issue, is I need to be more on top of things and, you know, actually live my life and not just go to work and go to bed. I'm gonna continue reading this. I'm probably gonna stop reading maybe in like an hour or so. I don't really know. Make dinner. Not really make dinner. I have leftover salmon and rice that I made Thursday night, and I need to eat that up. So I have one meal left of that, so I'm gonna eat that, and then I need to make my lunch for tomorrow. So I'm gonna do that, and I just wish I had one more day of the weekend, and then I feel like I would be so much happier. But alas, that's not gonna happen, and I know that work's just gonna be extremely chaotic when I go back, so. But I will update you guys when I read more and what I do next. It's 7:30. I had dinner. I watched like 2 episodes of Mystery Files, and my sister also is at a dance competition in California right now, and they're live streaming it, so I watched one of her dances. Got 100 pages in. I'm also relating very, very hard to it because my grandma has Alzheimer's, so I'm relating a lot to the main character right now. Of course, Abby Jimenez always writes something that I can relate to, like very, very deeply and emotionally in her books. And I don't know how she does it, but she does every time. I also love the sibling dynamic between Samantha and her brother and sister. Like, I think it's so much fun. I think they have such a hilarious little dynamic. And I also love Xavier's friend group. I love, love, love found family and like friends. It's one of my favorite tropes ever. Found family is one of my absolute favorite tropes. And so we're getting a little bit of it in this, and I'm obsessed. I love them. I cannot wait to read more. I'm so tired, but I want to just keep reading all night. And I fear, I do fear that I'm going to be up late reading tonight. So, we'll see. But I'm on page literally 100 exactly. Chapter 14, Samantha's point of view. I also love that we're getting Samantha and Xavier's point of view. That makes me very, very happy. So I'm so excited to keep reading this. I fear it's going to be another 5-star. Just like basically every other Abby Jimenez books that I've read. We are going to continue reading. I'm probably going to go take a shower and like start getting ready for bed. That way I can just climb into bed and finish reading that. I just feel so much like myself when I find a book that I love that I just want to read forever. Like, I feel like I'm myself again, and it makes me a little emotional. We're jumping back into reading. We're getting back into everything. So this is gonna be so good. I fear a lot of feelings are going to occur. So we'll Okay, besties, it is 9 p.m. You can see my water. It's 9 p.m. I'm tired. So I think I'm going to head to bed. I did an everything shower. My hair is curling up. I don't do anything to it, and I need to actually take care of it. But I don't. Wow, lion's mane going on. I got to page 182, which is chapter 22 in this book. It's 43% of the way through. I'm really liking it a lot. It's definitely insta-lovey, but it's just so whimsical and something that like you hope happens, in the sense of like, oh, you hope you like find this connection with someone, and it just like takes you by storm, and it's beautiful. It's very hard to like read about Samantha's mom and like all of her thoughts and feelings on it. I do think that Abby Jimenez is representing it well, and at least in my experience, it's not necessarily to the level that Samantha's mom is at, but from like my research and like being involved in community, it's represented well, at least in my experience. I think it's fantastic so far. I'm addicted to it. I think it's giving like 4.25 stars right now. I don't really know where it's gonna go, because they can't really be together, which is like the whole point right now, is that Xavier lives in Minnesota and Samantha just moved back to California, which I miss California so much. If you didn't know, I lived in California for 23 years of my life, and then I moved here last year. But yeah, I miss California. So they're talking about In-N-Out, and I have been craving In-N-Out, and I miss it so much. I miss it. Anyways, I'm really enjoying it, and if I didn't have work tomorrow, I would stay up and finish this, but work has been so busy. We're doing a huge job right now. If you don't know what I do, or if you are new to the channel, I'm a scenic painter, but I work in fabrication. So what fabrication is basically like anytime like a big company puts on like an event, you know how like they have it like decked to the nines with like their like branding, or like they have it themed. So like think about like we did Netflix when, oh my god, what is that movie? What was that movie? One of the premieres, they had us do something, and then for like some movie, I don't remember what it was. It was like for a movie theater. They were having a premiere there for a movie that came out recently. It was a war movie. Oh my god, what was it? It wasn't a war movie. It was like Gladiator. Oh my god. I was like, I can't remember it. So like we've done stuff for like Netflix. We did stuff for like Summer Fridays. Like they have like a thing going on. I just recently did something for Bloomingdale's where they did Coach Tope. So everything has to be perfect, and it's been very stressful. It's been very complicated too, and it's been a lot. So I fear that this week I'm gonna be staying late every day, which is not ideal. I desperately want to continue reading this. I will let you guys know my thoughts on Instagram and Goodreads, of course. So all the links for that are down below. But thank you for coming along with me in a little Sunday in my life. I hope you enjoyed a little bookstore vlog too. I really hope to start actually doing like weekly vlogs and stuff again. Not specifically like reading vlogs, but like including reading, but kind of just following me around in my life too. I don't know. If you want that, let me know. But it's really fun for me to film. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in a new video hopefully soon. Alright, bye guys.